Feature Friday.
The freshest. Alright, so this is BuDaKhel, and they're back, man, they're back, and
Also a treat when
the amount of excitement when I saw this notification pop up in my phone was like unreal. I had to comment, like, bless you, I had to comment, like, even before watching it, I was like, I am so excited for this. So yeah, this is with Jason Steele as well.
Which I think is the
Steele.
first time
Yeah.
we're gonna check him out. So very
I know,
lovely. It's in
a
4K.
4K video, yeah. I mean, cool. Yes, BuDaKhel.
How do I say goodbye to what we had?
Yeah.
Bro, what the hell? Okay, I'm gonna turn up, and I love his pearls. Go back.
Bro, that hay fever hit you like a truck.
Oh
man.
yeah.
Damn.
Sorry, I am not ill. I swear to God, I'm
Yeah.
not ill. I'm just like my nose.
Vale's like allergic to everything,
It's true. I approve of that.
including Halloween makeup.
Indeed.
Say goodbye.
Oh, come on, Michael.
What we had.
Sir, that is so good.
Good times that made us laugh.
That's actually a really nice. I mean, this has nothing to do with music, but I think it should be used more often. Those pearl necklaces, are such a fucking clean touch, because they're actually the most incongruent piece that he's got in his outfit.
It's a statement piece.
Exactly, but therefore becomes a statement piece.
Indeed.
In a different aesthetic. That,
In a subtle way.
yeah, it's very cool, because you usually wouldn't wear a pearl necklace with a hat.
A Vans hat.
yeah,
and
yeah.
a
But
layered.
I think you can
outfit.
utilize those type of accessories in that manner, and pearls have been somewhat so neglected by men.
Glad they're back though.
Outweigh the bad,
Oh, that's so good.
outweigh the bad.
Ah, goddamn.
I thought we'd get to see forever,
Oh my God, those harmonies.
but forever's gone away.
Pleasant, it's so pleasant.
It's so hard
Oh my God.
to say goodbye to yesterday.
No, we need to address the freaking fact that there's nothing else but clicking and vocals as an accompaniment. So, and they're doing some incredibly hard layered harmony work, and you can totally see through. You can hear everybody in the harmony work, which is not often something that happens. But they're doing like an organ core sequence of harmonies. So you have really close seconds, you have really close sixths, you have some interesting thirds and fifths that just come in really nicely together, and they give you that effect of like a windpipe instrument. But in this particular aspect, and especially in how it's equalized, you can actually hear individual voices as well as a unity if you're not really paying attention. And that's what I love about a BuDaKhel cover, that their covers are so layered, and they have so much depth in the complexity of vocal capabilities that you could watch this cover several times and discover new things that you didn't pick up the first time around that you watched it. And I find that to be a treat, something that doesn't happen often,
I do wonder how much influences play into when they do decide and create something like this. Like if they ever sit down and consider, influences from gospel and
Most definitely.
because it would be so interesting, if they did then decide to do a purist, more orthodox gospel type of take on things, because they do obviously have influences of them, but it would be so intriguing to see them adapt gospel in a BuDaKhel way.
Well, I think we're just getting surfed.
In a gospel
song, yeah.
That would be really intriguing, because they do it really well in songs
that are not originally
gospel.
gospel.
Perhaps they weren't predominant in that style.
I suppose,
but it's
correct.
so pleasant to hear. I think that's why it's so popular in sort of worship moments, because they do have this sort of elation feeling.
Well, I think to me, this might be just personal opinion, but to me, having vocals as a harmony, as a unity, like a choired idea or several harmonies like this coming together, There's nothing more spiritual than that, nothing more human
Yeah,
than
it's
that.
very bizarre the
because
effect it has on
I don't know. That's the maximum expression of humanity, I suppose. It's like that's what
Your
humans
voice.
do. Voice is that is nothing else can replicate it, right?
Yeah.
Nothing actually comes close to that, and I think that's why there are certain moments, like for example, you're in a concert and then there's an a cappella moment, you know, and it becomes such a huge aspect, right? And I think that's the same.
That's what they've been able to encapsulate.
Yeah. That's
I
the
agree.
same perspective here.
I don't know
Oh, sir!
where this road
Whoa.
is going to lead.
Oh my God, Jason is incredible.
No,
Woo!
this where we've been, and what we've been through.
Oh, listen to those.
They are
Who's
an
on the
organ.
bass? Who's on the bass? I literally don't know who's on the bass because I can hear BuDaKhel like on the mids and highs, and I can also hear Daryl in like the higher.
Maybe Michael decided to take on the bass, switch the dynamic there.
Maybe Jason. Because remember,
Yeah, well, it was
this
layered. It's all
pre-record,
layered,
like,
yeah.
yeah. So you can.
There are some elements that do seem to be more foreign from what other BuDaKhel work, and it could be because due to the presence of Jason, he asked.
It's really stripped down.
Yeah, it's lovely though. Like it's also very thick. They've done a very good job in the mixing and it's top notch stuff. It's not
Let's talk about the silhouette work and the shadow work in that in
Yeah, it's
that
very good.
video.
Go on.
It's absolutely
I'm very intrigued by
gorgeous.
Jason.
If we get to see tomorrow, this was all the way. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday.
Oh my God, that's gorgeous.
And I'll take with me a memory.
Oh wow.
Be my sunshine after the rain. Oh, it's so hard, to say goodbye to yesterday.
Right, so that the diminished chord comes around quite often. So like for every resolution, you get a major resolution first in the verse progression of things, and then you get a diminished resolution in the second time round of the phrasing,
Seems
right?
to be the case, yeah.
So it's repetitive. So like it is the same structure throughout the song, which from a vocal standpoint is actually a peace of mind. So you just have to get right your harmony or your set of harmonies in this case, because there's definitely more than a 4-part harmony happening in the accompaniment section of things.
Thanks to layering, I guess.
Yes, beautiful, by the way. Yeah, so you just need to get the section right once
Yeah.
from a structure standpoint, and then you can replicate that continuously throughout the piece.
Could, yeah.
Nice. Easy approach, incredibly impactful as from a complete package, right? I wonder how many harmonies there are, like how many layers there are. in
Yeah, that's a
here.
good question.
That's a very good
I
question.
can't
'cause
catch him now.
Me neither.
I have to. I don't know. I don't even. Could I catch him? By listening to this maybe 10 times.
I don't.
Maybe.
I don't think so, because they're mixed and processed.
Really
to
well
be
done, yeah.
To be a unity, not to be an individual layer.
An
right?
organ. They're there to be an organ, yeah.
Exactly.
It's very interesting. I think it's so peculiar. Like
I love BuDaKhel. I'm going back to that.
What
That
they-
was absolutely insane.
what they all bring to the table is very, very cool. They obviously, I think the thing that they all have in common, I guess, is their
The vocal pedigree.
Yeah, certainly, yeah, the pedigree for sure. But they're also their willingness and enjoyment in discovering new paths
I
to
agree.
to the same
openness.
destination.
Yeah, but the openness to achieve such
they
journeys, indead. Yeah.
they really want to set and create different paths, and I think each path represents their personalities as well. Vocally speaking, they look for different vocal pathways. So it's so cool to kind of dissect now that we know some of the guys. It's always cool to try and dissect what someone's gonna try and do, but
and how they individually approach it. Yeah.
But given that they're so talented in different genres, it's such a pleasant surprise to always hear different runs and perhaps different takes and things that I think they also take these as a way of improve, a way of learning new things and
it's like
challenge.
Exactly. So they're challenging themselves to try to create something new and exciting for themselves. Therefore, it becomes something new and refreshing for the audience too.
I'm completely guessing. I think that's the case. I have no idea. But
most definitely, they definitely work like they always up the level. You know, every single time they work together, and I think. It comes from the natural enjoyment of music, which I think
that's if there's a lesson to be learned. There's
that
certain lessons to be learned from these guys, but I think that's probably the most important one. Just the true love for the craft is fucking mental.
Indeed.
To be my sunshine after the rain. Oh,
He just raised the song as well, like a regular.
it's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. And I say, with me the memories to be my sunshine to the rain. It's so hard
See, it's
to say goodbye.
What was that? That was like. Yeah, that was also crazy because like he had already come to a resolution and then completely from being super grounded and then going poof straight up hitting that note without any like mistake.
It's as if he was a triple jumper there.
Yeah, it was like he's like, let me show you what I can do.
Yeah.
It was
that was very interesting. Go on.
Now say with me the memories to be my sunshine to the rain.
And then goes crazy.
It's so hard.
It's as if they all put Google Maps. They all utilized Google Maps, and they all looked for 4 different ways to get to the same place.
Literally.
But maybe one through air, another one through a submarine, another one through a plane, another one with a motorbike. It's so interesting how they approach singing. It's very, very peculiar to them.
It's so exciting.
Yeah.
To the rain.
Okay.
It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday.
I knew it was gonna be on that end like this.
What?
In loving memory of Steven Sander, Teban
Teban
Aquino, 1986-2021.
Rest in peace, buddy.
That's really good, dude.
Yeah.
That's really, really
That's
good.
too good.
It's very, again, I think it's very interesting the way they sort of decide to embark their journeys.
This take gives me like some type of like Jacob Collier influence. How he has like 40,000 layers in like 40. No, the other day he said like I have a song with 40 layers of harmonies for one word.
Yeah, he just loves it.
Buddy.
He just loves it. I was gonna say,
that was absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful.
I think also what's pretty cool is that they. Perhaps this is what separates them, I think, from a lot of other singers, or perhaps there's not that many trios or quartets, but this sort of vocal pedigree. You perhaps, if you were to search the world, you could find other good singers that could do similar stuff. But I think what separates them a lot is the fact that they can do this stuff live, and not just in a studio environment. Obviously, I don't have fucking many harmonies are going on. You can only do that maybe with a vocal pad. They can set it up live. But
they could most likely, or you can just have your backing vocalists, which by the way are just as
so
talented.
That really is impressive about them. That this is just a side of them, and you really only experiencing 35-40%.
Absolutely.
60% of what they can do live, plus this, it's fucking unbelievable. I do want to say, great job. It's unbelievable. But I am very interested on perhaps learning more about Jason.
Indeed, what an interesting take, and I think a lot of the credit goes individualistic for individual choices that we saw here. Like, I know that I say this very often when it comes to BuDaKhel, but adding Jason into the picture, I feel it's worth highlighting. The fact that each singer has a very different take and a very different approach to the genre itself. So you hear very individualistic, personalized choices in the performance, and I think that this song in particular really highlighted those aspects, right? Like, what are you really good at? It really let free, really run loose, and I think that's the really gospel. That's what gave such a gospel edge to it.
I think it's probably as well due to its theme. I mean, at the end, that's probably
indeed.
why I feel that, that type of gospel-esque feel. Anyway, so let us know what you thought about it, and perhaps what else we should check out next. I'd love to learn more about Jason.
Me too.